everybody. This is Brian with Vermillion Enterprises. Today is September 29th, 2025. Silver has been fluctuating around $47 per ounce. A little pullback as of right this second at $46.77. Gold screaming upwards, $3,825 per ounce right now. We're getting closer and closer to that $4,000 mark. And who knows where it's headed. No signs of slowing down yet, that's for sure. It is Monday, so we are going to do a premiums update, inventory update. We got some, I don't think we had any changes, just different levels of inventory. So foreign gold we buy at 98%, guys and gals. So that's 1 ounce Krugerrands, shillings, pandas, kangaroos, maple leaves, Philharmonics, Britannias, I think I already said that, 1 ounce Australian nuggets, and then also their fractional counterparts, folks who buy at 98% of melt. Gold bars we buy at 98% of spot for 1 ounces and 98% of melt for fractional. And we buy them live in the shop up to and including 100-gram size bars. If you have bars that are larger than that in size, they'll go to the refinery first and verified and authenticated before we pay out, but we still pay 98% on those. What else? $5 and $10 gold commemorative coins from the U.S. Mint are all pre-33 gold. Even some graded pre-33 gold, we're paying 98% of melt on that. And yeah, older fractional foreign gold too, like sovereigns, ducats, marks, francs, lira, pesos, coronas, anything else I forgot there. Fractional gold eagles we buy at melt. We have some half-ounce gold eagles left in the shop, selling at melt plus 3%. 1 ounce gold eagles and buffaloes we buy at spot. When we have them, we sell them at spot plus 3%. We got cleaned out on Friday and Saturday. So yeah, we're going to be getting more in, and as we do, we will make them available, but we are still paying the spot price of gold on 1 ounce gold eagles and 1 ounce gold buffaloes, which blows my mind that we're still paying the spot price of anything as gold approaches $4,000. I never thought that would happen. I thought there'd be a huge negative premium at this point, but people are still gobbling it up. All right, platinum eagles, we buy them at spot plus $25 per ounce, and we sell them at spot plus $75 when I have them. But again, cleaned out on platinum eagles. As soon as we get some, we'll make them available for you. Silver dollars. All right, this is the one. We're still buying coals at 33, selling at 35. But expect this number to change. This might actually change within the next hour, because the one disadvantage of doing these videos so early on a Monday morning is I don't know what the wholesalers have updated their buy prices with yet. So as the market opens and the wholesalers out west open up and post their buy-sell prices, these numbers might change. But you know, as of right now, we're going to still be buying at 33 and 35. If the wholesalers open up and they've raised their buy-sell prices, we will raise ours too. I'm just not sure what that's going to hold in store. Silver's $46.69 now, so as we get closer to 9 o'clock Eastern time, but these guys are out west too, so as we get closer to like 11 o'clock Eastern time, then we'll know more about what to expect with the buy-sell on cold silver dollars. But right now I'm going to hold at 33, buying and selling at 35 until we know more. Peace dollars, Morgans, random, cold dates, guys, common dates. In random, they go out random. So if you do want some, please don't ask for just Morgans or just peace dollars. It's going to be a mix. All right. And we've been buying tons of those lately. Junk 90, still buying at spot minus $2.75 and selling it at spot minus $2 per ounce. I got some dimes, quarters, and halves in stock. Not a massive amount. I'm not keeping a massive amount of silver in stock anymore. We're turning it over as fast as we can. You know, we've seen this game played before, so we're keeping inventory, especially silver, pretty light right now. Generic silver, we're buying at spot minus $1.25 per ounce still. That's subject to change, of course. And we're selling it at spot minus 50 cents per ounce. I'm completely cleaned out of 1 ounce rounds, guys. Handful of 5 ounce bars, good chunk of 10 ounce bars, handful of kilos and 100 ounce bars at the moment, handful of 1 ounce bars at the moment. But generic silver up to and including 100 ounce pieces in size, we'll buy at spot minus $1.25. Anything larger than that, we're going to call the refinery at the time you bring it in and see what they're paying on larger bars such as the 1,000 ounce Comex bars. Silver Eagles, we buy them at the spot price of silver. Blowing my mind still that $47 an ounce, 46, we're still paying spot on any form of silver. And off qualities, we're selling at spot plus $1 per ounce. We have a lot of those in stock right now, taking in a lot of Silver Eagles lately. I am running low on retail friendly Silver Eagles, which we sell at spot plus $2 per ounce. So I'm sure we'll be buying a metric ton of silver this week. As it gets in and we get it processed, we'll get it made available to you guys and gals. What's the difference between off quality and retail friendly? Well, off quality Silver Eagles could have milk spots on them, surface abrasions, colorized, overtoning, scruffiness in nature. Just material we just don't consider retail friendly, and they will be random too, not solid date tubes like the retail friendly material. The retail friendly material are not going to have surface blemishes on them, and will be solid date tubes of 20, all of the same date in the tube. So all the coins will have the exact same date. All right, folks, we are Vermillion Enterprises. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturdays, 8 a.m. till noon. You guys are welcome to send in packages as you like for us to purchase. We greatly appreciate that. Do us a favor. When we call you to settle, please, answer the phone or call us back immediately. We'd like to get those wrapped up and get you guys and gals paid. We got more piled up now that we got over the weekend that never got back in touch with us. So please reach back out to us. We'll be happy to get you paid. We want to get you paid. We want to get you guys turned over as fast as we can. We are buying and selling at will here. I am doing my damnedest to make sure that we are staying capitalized. I understand what's going on out there. I understand how much bullion has been pumped out into the world. I know how much of a glut of silver is out there and available to people. So we're making sure that we got dollars available for you to sell your stack. I understand now is a great time for people to liquidate, and we are staying on top of that, folks. Trust me. All right, if you do want to buy material, though, we do accept payment via cash, wire, Zelle, and scrap metal. So if you got old jewelry laying around in the bottom of that jewelry box, 8 karat, 9, 10, 14, 18, 22, 24 karat gold jewelry, we will turn that into cash money for you at 90% of value, or you can apply that towards the purchase of stackable precious metals at 90% of its value. So if you got old class rings, chains, earrings, old wedding bands, old anything you just don't wear anymore, you can't wear, you never did wear, it's broken, you just don't like it anymore, it's out of style, you outgrew it, one too many trips to the buffet line at Golden Corral, we will turn that into money for you at 90% of its value. Or also, if you got sterling silver flatware, hollowware, tableware, sterling silver rounds or tea sets, we will buy that at 90% of its value too. I can't believe how much of that material is still left out there. I figured in 2025, all of Grandma's tea sets and flatware sets would have been burned by now, but I am wrong, man. There is so much of that pouring in right now, and we're happy to take it, and we're paying you 90% of value. Now, like I said, you can cash out with that, or you can apply that towards the purchase of stackable precious metals. People are doing both literally every single day. Every single day. All right, guys and gals. So, couple things here. We're rapidly approaching all-time highs with silver. We've blown past them with gold, obviously. So we're getting close to that $50 mark. Now, we've seen that number basically twice in our lifetimes, and or not even just our lifetimes, in the history of the world, right? So both times, basically in the early 80s, and then in 2011, 2012, it got to that basically $50 mark, and then it fell big. After in the 80s, it came down to I think like around $3, somewhere around there. And then in the after 2011, 2012, we saw it get back to $11 during the COVID years. So, what do we think is going to happen, folks? Let's discuss this in the comments section, civilly, please, apolitically, please. What do we think is going to happen here? Is silver going to hit that $50 number again and then drop like it has every other time that it's done this? Or is it going to stay up here? Is this the new number for silver? Are we just going to fluctuate in the 40s and the 50s? Or is it going to keep going up? What do you think is going to happen? Not what do you hope is going to happen, but what do you think is going to happen? I'll tell you my thoughts on this. I think gold is here to stay at some level. Maybe it comes down a little bit, but I think it's here to stay. Silver, the rise, I just feel like it's artificial. I feel like this is not an organic ascension. I think it is something that is contrived at this point. It's just gone so fast. Not that it can't be $50 an ounce or $75 an ounce. It should be north of $75 an ounce. But the speed at which, the velocity at which it rose is kind of giving me pause. But that's just my gut. I have no inside information. I have no more knowledge about this, about the price of gold or silver or anything than you guys and gals do. So what do you think is going to happen? Not hope, but what do you think is actually going to happen when we hit 50? Because I do believe we're going to hit $50 an ounce here on silver. Probably, what is it, September 29th? I bet we see it in October sometime. Now, is it going to do what it's done the last two times and just drop like a rock, or is it going to hang out, and are we establishing new levels here, or is it going to keep going? I think it needs to be north of 75 to stay pace with inflation, just to get back with early 80s numbers. That may even be north of 100, but I believe it's 75. So technically, we're not even to where the all-time high was with inflation being adjusted. But what will happen, folks? Let's talk about that. What do you think is going to happen, Tim?
I started diving down that rabbit hole over the weekend with how AI is going to be affected with silver and copper. So I don't want to start talking too much because I just started going down that rabbit hole.
Okay. All right. And so, yeah, that's it. Another, I was having an interesting conversation with one of the big head cheese, if you would, at a refinery this morning, who is kind of, he's stressing out, and understandably so. You know, when I'm having conversations at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Monday with the refineries, you know that there's stress involved, and it's just because there's so much silver pouring in. They're staying on top of gold. That's not an issue. It's the alloyed silver. It's the sheer amount of 999 silver that's coming in. And so we were talking about, where is this going ultimately? He says, you know, this is a lot. It's similar to what happened in 2010, 11, 12, but it feels different. And my response to that was, yes, but it only feels different because between then and 2025, these big bullion houses like A-Mark, for example, and APMEX and the others have pumped so much 999 silver bullion out into the market that it's coming home now. And it's not that it's any, to me, it doesn't feel like really anything different than in 2011, 2012. I wasn't here for the Hunt brothers. But 2011, 2012, it feels the same with the way it's coming in. The problem is there's so much of it that's coming in over those, since the 2012. We collectively, from the top, the big boys, I'm talking the biggest in the West, all the way down to little shops like mine, we don't have the infrastructure in place to handle what's coming in due to the sheer amount that has been pumped out into the world over the last 13 years. That's the problem. When the biggest shuts down taking in silver last week, which they did, that just tells you, it's not a little shops, not being able to handle it this time around versus the big boys. It's top to bottom. There's just not the infrastructure in place. We don't have the machinery in place. We don't have the employees in place. We don't have the facilities in place to properly handle the glut of silver that is pouring in across the counter or being delivered to these refineries. And my response to that is, that's okay, because we don't, especially with the alloy silver, it's not going to last forever. Well, eventually we're going to burn all the 90 up. We are going to burn all the sterling silver T-sets up. We're going to burn all the 40 up, all the world silver. All that schlock is going to get burned up. And once it's gone, it's gone. And it will just be 999 silver, which is so much easier to process. There's just so much of it. So, it is different, but it's not at the same time. It's just because the infrastructure is not in place to handle it. Top to bottom, there's never been more money. That's the funny part about it. It's not a liquidity issue right now that's causing stress. It's just a logistics issue. And top to bottom, again, I don't think any of us were prepared for that. I think we were all like worried about the money side of it, but it's not the money. There's so much money out there. It's just the logistics of handling everything. I mean, this little shop like mine's processing nonstop through the weekend. We're taking a break so we can go mow. And then when we're done mowing, we're coming back to process. And then the big boys, they're working through the weekends now. So it's, and that was never the case. They're extending their hours. And so just to get deals processed. And that's just it. It's just the logistics of it. The infrastructure is not in place to handle the glut of silver that is coming in across the counters right now or being delivered to the refineries. So that's my thoughts. That's what's going on. It's amazing that it's not the money, because I always was, when I opened my shop, I was always worried, are we going to have the money to make it work? And it was never the money. It's always the logistics that is the concern and the stress. So that's what's going on out there, folks. And it's an interesting time. Let's see what's updated. Silver is back to 46.75, I think. Yep, 46.75. Gold's still hanging out 28.25. Amazing times. And I expect there to be a ton of volatility today. I think it's going to be a great time to be in the industry. And we're probably going to make shit tons of money. So I appreciate that, guys. And we're going to keep slinging deals. Our number one goal is here to be transparent for you and to stay capitalized for your sales. And also, to be consistent. So that's what we're going to do here, folks. If there is anything we can do for you, please reach out, stop in. We'll be happy to do so. You guys have a great day. Thank you.